In Maryland, you probably think of the Eastern Shore and Baltimore's Inner Harbor. But there are new numbers that show Anne Arundel County is actually #1 for tourism in the state, probably because of not only Annapolis is there, but because of BWI Marshall Airport. #2 in the county is Prince George's, and that is Prince George's County. The county's Visitor Bureau tells us that that's thanks in part to the conventions at National Harbor's Gaylord Hotel. It says tourism for the county added up to $2.6 billion in 2015. Also, hotel occupancy for that county is up. It's outpacing the district and several surrounding jurisdictions.
A company wants to build a gas pipeline under the Potomac River, but environmental groups fear that project could have a big and negative impact. The pipeline would be built under the C&O Canal in Hancock, Maryland, near the Pennsylvania and West Virginia border. As News 4's Mark Seagrave shows us now, critics fear the pipeline could affect drinking water in that area and in D.C. as well.
Hancock is one of the oldest settlements in Maryland, dating back to the 1700s. The town in western Maryland grew up around the C&O Canal. Today, Hancock is home to about 2,000 residents. Much of the economy here centers around the national parks, including the canal and the Potomac River. Brent Walls is an environmental activist. He says Hancock's water supply is being threatened by the proposal to build a natural gas pipeline under the national park and under the Potomac River.
And they're going to go underneath the C&O Canal property here, under the river, and then come out in the West Virginia.
Scott Castleman is with the company that wants to build the pipeline.
We're a safe company. We've been doing this for a very long time. We've been doing it for over 50 years in Maryland.
What they don't tell you are the number of explosions, the number of leaks, the number of times that they don't catch a leak.
Wall's concerns extend beyond the water supply here in Hancock. He says drinking water in the D.C. area could also be in danger if something went wrong with the pipeline.
But the possibility of a leak is there, and if it does occur, the risks are huge. I mean, absolutely huge. We have 6 million people that are getting the drinking water from the Potomac River.
We're taking all necessary steps. We're going to put in a thicker pipe than we're required by federal regulations. We're going to put it deeper than we typically do. We're going to put this approximately 70 feet under the river.
Now, TransCanada is having a public meeting here in Hancock tonight so that residents can voice their concerns. The project still has to be approved by federal regulators as well as the National Park Service. As for D.C.'s drinking water, a representative with D.C. Water tells News 4 they are monitoring this proposal. In Hancock, Maryland, Mark Seagraves, News 4.
There is a renewed push to get the Boy Scouts of America to allow girls to join in. The National Organization of Women is spearheading this effort. Last week, it sent a statement urging the group to change the policy. Now, citing a 15-year-old girl from New York City who wants to become an Eagle Scout like her brother. A spokesperson for the Boy Scouts says that its boys-only policy is a cornerstone of its mission. This youth group has opened its ranks lately to gay and transgender youth.
Identity theft is one of the fastest growing crimes in our country, and you can protect yourself with insurance, but is it worth what you pay for it? Our Susan Hogan will join us and look into that.
And a blast of colder air is headed our way. Doug's going to join us with a look at the temperatures you're going to be facing when you head out of the door tomorrow.
If you can't, we can. Michael and Son.
On the next Access Hollywood.
Well, that's
you
my
called
story.
this, Billy.
How Alec Baldwin's hilarious Donald Trump came to be. His brother Billy reveals the truth to us.
Next Access Hollywood.
Tonight at 7:30 on NBC4.
Mattress Warehouse wants to know, what's your bed match? Whether you're young, old, short, tall, serious, funny, trendsetter, or bargain shopper, we have a mattress for you. Starting at just $99. Mattress Warehouse and Bed Match, using science to find the perfect bed.
Jeffrey Clementi likes to travel. In fact, he's been all over the world. But perhaps his most rewarding trip was the one he took one day to D.C., just to play the lottery. He feels luckier there. After all, he won nearly $400,000 playing DC-5. And you know what that means. Bon voyage, Jeffrey.